Welcome to Truth Bombs once again. Cheers. Truth Bombs with Jenny and Ivory.
We are back, guys. How you guys doing? Are you guys good? We have so much juice today.
Girl, we're jumping into the insanity in the courtroom in regards to Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's lawsuits against each other, right? It's not too often that you get A-list celebrities
that are suing.
duking it out hard in court, and some of the insanity. She left fecal matter in his
bedroom.
They were going after each other hard.
Oh yeah, she's hit him. She has called him a fat old man. she tells him that she doesn't want to hear him play. She's crazy, but also he's really crazy.
So they actually played a video in court that was like really disturbing. I haven't heard the whole thing, but you have all the details. We're gonna play it for you guys on here, as well as we're talking about CNN is downsizing just after they upsized. They're kind of embarrassed, and Trump is calling it out hard.
Wait, what do you mean?
CNN just tried to expand, and then they're like, oh crap, nobody's watching
us. Oh,
so,
whoa.
And staffers are like, what's going on? You just hired us and now you're firing us. Anyway, so getting into that, we're also going to talk about stalkers and serial killers. And girl, we're going to talk about the mayor of Houston and an insane city council meeting in regards to immigration. You do not want to hear that. You do not want to miss these sound bites. Okay, before we get into
the mayor of Mayor Turner.
Do you know this guy?
Of course, I know Mayor Turner.
We know this man personally. Girl, you do not want to miss this sound bite.
Why?
Anyone who cares about immigration, this is insane. Okay, before we get into it, shout out to the sponsor of the coverage, which is Ageless Multi-Collagen. Listen to this. Studies show that our mental health changes based on how many or how few wrinkles we have. Anti-aging companies prey on that, but many of their products don't work because they fail to target the root concern that contributes to wrinkles. The true way to attack wrinkles is by going underneath the surface of the skin in ways that promote youthfulness. This is why I highly recommend Multi-Collagen. This amazing product helps restore our skin's youthfulness by getting to the root of the problem that causes wrinkles, what we eat, okay? It works because it's a health supplement. It's not an anti-aging serum. My skin looks better than ever thanks to this, but listen to this. Collagen is the #1 protein in our skin. It's also the #1 ingredient in this powder, pure protein. You'll love the wonderful effects of taking collagen. Get up to 51% off for the next 24 hours or by going to healthwithivory.com, link down in description, healthwithivory.com. Yeah, I have one girlfriend who takes like 5 servings of collagen per day, but I've been taking.
Does she look good?
Yeah.
5 servings?
I don't want to call out her name, but
5 servings?
She looks great.
Oh,
for
okay.
her age. She gets these super young guys hitting on her, and she's
like,
sorry guys, I'm already taken by a super old man.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Anyways,
she takes 5 servings?
Yeah, she drinks a lot of collagen.
Wow.
She'll miss it. I was hanging out with her recently, and she just gave me like a glass of warm water. She just mixes collagen with warm water. I like to mix it in my smoothie, or I even put it in my milk and cereal because it makes the milk actually milkier. But
so I do it just in water.
There's way yummier ways to do it, but it actually wasn't bad with water. But yeah, so you picked out a special soundbite from Johnny Depp. In court,
it's so sad.
So they play an actual video in court.
No, it's a soundbite.
It's a soundbite between him and his ex-wife Amber Heard. Let's listen.
The meeting that you had with her. At one point, you tried to cut yourself with a knife, correct?
I don't recall that. No.
Okay, let's play.
He never recalled anything. I've been watching this all day and all night.
Wow. You know, the way that he portrayed Captain Jack Sparrow so well.
Pirate of the Caribbean. Yeah, hello.
Jack Sparrow has this like really off, kooky personality that Johnny Depp nailed so well.
Because he's like that in real life.
I was like, yeah, there's got to be some truth to this personality.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They're playing it now, huh?
Yeah.
This is the soundbite.
You want chips? What do you want to start?
Don't cut your skin. Please do not cut your skin.
So he's like messing with a knife.
He has a knife in his hand. He's asking her to cut.
Don't, please do not do that. Please do not do that. Please don't. Please don't cut yourself. You don't need to cut yourself. Mm-hmm. Please.
So sad.
So earlier in court, they were showing all the drugs that he does.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
He does so many drugs. And the fact he calls her a con, a lesbian, it's just too much.
So I'm assuming he was drugged out in this recording.
Yeah. But
And telling her to cut himself, or
Because-
he would.
Please don't. Don't cut yourself. Please don't cut. Please don't cut yourself. Please don't cut yourself. We never cut me. Oh, we never did that to you. Please don't.
You fucking idiot.
No nerves.
so he's gonna start crying shortly here.
Yeah, it's really small.
And she's saying the knife is really dirty.
Yeah. So he's suing her for defamation.
Yes.
Don't.
Don't you tell me.
Please don't do that. Put the knife down. Just put the fucking knife down.
So
Don't do that.
she came out. Oh my
Please
gosh.
do
I
that.
want to look at you.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
I
Please
want to
stop.
look at you.
I know you're in pain. Wait. Stop. Please
There's a
don't.
way for the pain to go.
It's not that. It doesn't make it go away, trust me. I do know. It doesn't make it go away.
Really?
Did it make it go away?
Yeah.
It did? Please don't. Please don't. There's love here. There's love here. There's love here. I know everybody's in here.
This is so heartbreaking for his kids, her family, her daughter, because she has supposedly she has a daughter with Elon Musk.
Really?
Yes. This court case is so juicy.
Wait, and we didn't know about this?
Supposedly she had an affair with him. She
With
started dating
Elon Musk.
Yes, right after she got divorced with him. Because they were married 2015 to 2017, I think, or 16.
So she came out with a big article saying that he was abusive, right? And it tarnished his reputation. He lost.
Well,
like,
she
some
never
big
she
film
never
deal.
mentioned his name. That's the problem.
But everyone knew it was about him. So
And
he
then-
like lost a big acting deal after
Whoa.
that.
Okay, so Disney dropped him, but I think Disney dropped him because he had a lawsuit prior to that of assault. Look at him starting crying.
and it would be the worst thing in the world to use to cut me with.
Oh, now he's trying to cut her?
Yes.
Painful and dull and dirty to use.
That's the tip.
Unreal. She's saying if you're actually going to cut me, use something sharp and clean.
Can you
Right.
imagine the
And so I'm assuming this is her recording the incident because
No, so he asked her to record, to start recording her
Don't.
because she would get drunk and punch him and he will go hide.
Please
in
don't.
so
the
they were
closet.
both abusive to each other.
Yes.
Please stop. Please stop. Please.
Oh my gosh.
But I think the abuse started.
Hurt yourself, please.
So obviously he never actually went on to fatally cut himself. because he's alive
Supposedly he
and well.
did. Well, no.
Well, there you have it.
Your Honor, I think that might, if it's okay with Your Honor, I'm probably going to move on to something else.
Because there's a lot to get to. It's a troubling case. I'm like, oh my word, there's enough drama in our own lives to deal with.
My thing is why Johnny Depp is worth $300 million, right? He is married to a woman that is mentally, physically, and emotionally abusive that when they get in fights, she beats him. She cut his finger with the bottle of vodka. Every time they get in an argument, he goes and hide.
Yeah, I did see the part of the testimony. He's like, I looked down at my finger. It felt warm, and then I realized I could see my bone because she had just cut his.
But also,
Finger off.
he's very verbally abusive to her, and he's on drugs, and he does pills,
What a mess.
cocaine, weed, opioids, or whatever it's called.
Isn't
he
it
drinks.
crazy that like they're living the life that so many people
People
want,
One thing
and
that
then
they say in
miserable.
court was Johnny Depp was so fucked up that he was sleeping. He passed out in a bathroom of a private jet. I was like, why can't I just get on a private jet and just take selfies? Johnny Depp is passing out in a private jet because he is fucking drunk and on drug.
Wow.
And
It puzzles me why so many of these people who have it all go on to have such issues with substance abuse and mental health.
I think for him is because his mother was very abusive, and his substance abuse started when he was 11. He would give his mom pill and he would take one himself. So that's how he started.
Wow.
And he said that he never wanted to be an actor. It was just kind of like it just happened because of his
Wow.
friend, Nicolas Cage.
That's crazy.
And Amber, so Amber used to be a lesbian, and she had a girlfriend before she was married to Johnny Depp.
He turned her straight.
I guess. So she also had a case with her girlfriend of abuse.
She used to abuse a girl, huh?
Yes. And then the girlfriend suddenly just dropped the case. So that never went anywhere. So then she started dating Johnny Depp, and then he will call her lesbian. He will call her cunt.
Well, she
One
was
thing-
a lesbian, so she probably didn't care about
One
it.
thing that he said to her that was so crazy was he wishes that her body can decompose in a
Yikes.
trunk of a Honda Civic.
Oh my word.
I
He's
was
very
like-
specific about this. Yikes.
I was like, these two were not meant to be, because he said that
That's
whenever they started dating, she was too good to be true for a year and a half, and then she turned psycho.
Wow.
So I feel so bad for both of them, because Johnny Depp is like 58 and she's only 35. So obviously he was way older than her, and he had a drug problem and an alcohol problem, and she also has a drug problem. And this is just one of those things that you can't, like, marrying older is not always good, because there was some text message that he was complaining about her career. He didn't want her to have a career, to be an
Wow.
actress, but he met her and she was already an actress.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, a lot of guys want their woman to shut down her life once they
right, and
marry
he was
her.
like, I'm tired of her. I don't want her bullshit ambitious. I'm so tired of her, this actress bullshit. But you met her, she was an actress, but now
yeah,
you don't want
do the same thing,
exactly.
girl.
So he was just, it's just sad what happened to both of them. But I do believe that. So I want to see when she get on the stand how it goes, because if she shows more emotion and cry and
Oh, she hasn't even got on the
oh
stand
no,
yet.
she has not. And I think if she does, she's gonna win this case, to be honest. Because you know why? Because of all the evidence that we saw about him today and yesterday. If it just depends, because she won the case. He lost the case that he also that he was fighting in UK. It was about the same thing.
With some other chick?
No, it was about Amber.
Oh.
In UK, he lost the case. And I think I want him to win because, well, I don't care, to be honest. I just feel bad for him, for his
That sucks.
reputation, because he's older and he
This could
has,
screw up his whole acting career.
yes, I feel like
All because
she,
they hate each other.
right, but I feel like she's younger. She's 35. So if she takes like 4 years off, she still have like 15, 20, 30 years inactive.
That's sad that his charming
I
little
know.
personality on Pirates of the Caribbean,
Well-
he's actually an absolute nutcase.
Can you
And
believe
dangerous, and she's dangerous. That's sad.
that? Toxic AF.
Oh man, gotta nurture our mental health, guys. All right. In other news, CNN tried to upsize and then promptly had to downsize. They added CNN Plus, which is like their online streaming platform, similar to Fox Nation doing their
Oh,
online streaming platform. It's kind of like my online streaming platform, ivoryhecker.com, uncensored. Well, CNN tried that. They promptly shut down within weeks. Or they have to shut down this month after launching it in March. So, and because nobody was subscribing. Because here's the thing, you can get radical leftist news anywhere. There's so much free radical leftist news. Nobody needs to subscribe.
wait. So no one was subscribing? Oh, poor CNN. CNN is going down.
Quote, the shocking announcement that CNN would be shutting down operation less than a month after it launched has left out-of-work staffers aghast and furious over the company's handling of what sources inside the network called an absolute debacle. Quote, this is effing crazy. It is nuts, a CNN insider told the Post.
I cannot.
Trump was made sure to jump in on the conversation as well. You know, Trump and CNN do not like each other.
Okay, so
So
where
he-
was he talking?
So he put out this official statement. Congratulations to CNN Plus on their decision to immediately fold for a lack of ratings or viewers in any way, shape, or form. It was like an empty desert out there. Despite spending hundreds of millions of dollars and the hiring of low-rated Chris Wallace, a man who tried so hard to be his father, Mike, the legendary Mike Wallace. Yeah,
oh my God, I can't.
but lacked the talent and whatever else is necessary to be a star. In any event, it's just one more piece of CNN and fake news that we don't have to bother with anymore.
Oh, Trump.
Yeah. So apparently, big changes are brewing. I mean, I've been tuning into CNN a little bit just to see what the fake news is up to, and they've actually some of their talent have been pretty level-headed lately.
Really?
So I think they're switching up their role as their ratings begin to tank. They're like, we gotta stop acting so radical. In other news that we're not supposed to talk about on YouTube, the pillow guy. So I'm gonna talk in code words. The pillow guy announced a first preliminary injunction to fortify elections, and he's getting rid of the machines, or he has an injunction going into place in court to get rid of machines associated with elections.
What?
We're not allowed to talk about any of the reality that's happening in the world. So just dropping that little note, you have to go to the little alternative news channels or maybe directly to the court website to see what's actually up with some of the election stuff, which used to matter so much to the news. Elections were like the most sacred thing for news to cover, but now we can't even mention it, or our content will be taken down. It's
That's
pretty
crazy.
insane. Okay, you guys do not want to miss when Mayor Turner of Houston, you know, Houston's a big immigration city.
Okay, so
Houston's one of the biggest cities in America. So a migrant activist came to the mayor to ask if he would help the migrants who are pouring into Houston. Let's take a listen.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Cool. My name is Alex Rosen. I work for Miracles for Migrants. We are an NGO funded by multiple credible organizations and people, such as the World Economic Forum, George Soros' Open Border Society Foundation. And with the removal of Title 42, which will end up opening up our border and lead to an influx of undocumented persons coming into this great country, we are going to have to take care of them. Mayor Turner, I know you've been one of Donald Trump's staunchest detractors, declaring this place a sanctuary city, which gives amnesty and a haven to undocumented citizens. Lena Hidalgo, our county judge, is also sponsored by DREAM and endorsed by them, which is an organization for undocumented children.
what?
Here with me, I have 3 undocumented persons that came straight from the border approximately on March 28th. Since good leaders always step up to the plate, I want to ask you, mayor, judge, and council members, if you'd like to take them into your own homes, because we all talk a good game about, obviously taking care of them and having tax money go to them. But I'd like you guys to try to take them into your own homes. I have them with me right here. They're very great people. First, I have Juan from Guatemala.
Is this real life?
Yes, this actually happened in city council.
No, you cannot have them up front. You cannot bring them up front, sir.
Oh, why not?
He has a warrant for arson in Guatemala City, but he just got a little bit carried away, and we all make mistakes.
This
He's an
is
obviously
so
good
petty.
person, and that doesn't mean he doesn't deserve a second chance. He came into this country to avoid prosecution, and he's a good soul, just a little bit of everyone. He needs a home for the next 5 years in order to avoid prosecution and potential death in Guatemala. Do any of the city council members want to take him into y'all's homes? Anybody? Going once, going twice? No? Okay. Next, I have Roberto from Mexico. He's unfortunately been out of a job since El Chapo got arrested. But he's very progressive. He'd fit into the city well. We do love our diversity here. He identifies as a furry, specifically a coyote, and has come to America looking for a better opportunity at the home to stay in. He's very good with kids and makes an excellent chaperone. He can deliver goods quicker than you can say fentanyl. Does anybody want to take him into our home? Anybody here want to take him in? Juan,
Going once?
Want to come in? Juan, Roberto? Nobody wants to take him into y'all's homes? Okay, this is very weird. Okay, lastly, we have Jose from El Salvador. He actually has COVID, but since he is undocumented, it doesn't really matter if he's vaccinated or not. And he actually has 5 STDs due to some escapades with some young men. Mayor Turner, don't get too jealous about that. He is a registered sex offender in El Salvador.
What is it?
I
don't
get Pat, I got it.
Hold up. Wait, why
Step away.
take him away?
Nobody.
Why did the time expire right at the point when he mentioned little boys?
The next speaker,
Wait,
Andrew.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
wait. This is getting way too petty. I
There's-
love Mayor Turner, though, like, for the record, but that was way too petty. Why are they bringing
That-
people to
an
see?
actual Turner got trolled hard in an actual city council meeting. That was pretty epic. That was Alex Rosen, founder of Predator Poachers, who's now expanding to trolling public officials.
But why to Mayor Turner, though? Mayor Turner is not that bad. I don't think so. I like
Because
Mayor
he
Turner.
has a sanctuary city on his hands, and if he wants to provide sanctuary to migrants, can his own home be included? If you love migrants,
Oh
so
my
much?
God. But that was just way too petty, but that was funny.
Okay, so
I still can't believe you was asking them going once. Like it's an option.
like an auction for
Going
migrants.
twice.
Oh my word, that was crazy.
This is getting way too crazy.
Yeah, so go follow Alex Rosen's new YouTube. I showed it there. He's up to a lot of good stuff. I mean, his predator poachers YouTube channel. He would pose as a little kid online, catch these predator. The predator. He would arrange a meeting with the predator in Walmart. The predator was thinking they were gonna go have a sexual situation with a kid, and instead
It would be Alex.
yeah, it would be him and his crew, and they would absolutely just make a fool of this predator on camera, and then law enforcement would come arrest the predator.
Oh,
so
wow.
it was great. It was mitigating pedophilia.
Yeah.
So I actually pitched that in a news story. I was trying to cover it on the news because it was happening here in Houston, and my boss didn't want to cover it. She was like on the side of predators. I was appalled.
Susan? Oh, hell no.
We got into it hard. This was one of the red flags in the newsroom. In our morning editorial meeting, we duked it out. We were like shouting. I was like, this is freaking something that should be applauded, that they're taking down people who are ruining children's lives. And she was like, well, the predator probably, had that happen to him as a kid, and so it's not his fault. And I was like, so he should go on to ruin other people's lives? And I was like,
That's
dude,
so
are you
crazy.
really defending predators right now? I was like, what is going on in the
Oh.
Fox newsroom? Anyway, so that's the same guy, Alex Rosen said.
I want to meet him. Go
Yeah,
on
he's
once.
pretty.
Go on and talk. Anybody want to take him? He said he comes here as a coyote.
Yeah,
And
no,
he's trying to escape.
so I applaud Alex for all the
That
stuff.
was so petty.
I know that one hurt Mayor Turner's feelings, but maybe he should take a look at why he is facilitating illegal immigration, because there is legal ways to come into the U.S. So anyway, I applaud Alex for kind of calling that out in a very entertaining way. In other news, girl, I know we haven't seen each other in a while, and there's been so much catching up to do.
Yeah, dude.
I'm dealing with an insane new stalker. I deal with stalkers from time to time. Like,
Wait,
remember the last place
Yes.
I lived, I had to call the cops. There was this person whose car was like parking outside, and they would like speed away when I'd walk in front of the window. I had to keep the blinds closed at all times, and all my plants started to die because I finally was able to call the cops in time to catch this guy. But that was last year, and now stalkers keep coming from time to time. So
Wait, here?
I was asked to speak at an event, and there was this Republican event that I was asked to be the keynote speaker at in Washington State. I'm shaking hands in the VIP area with these people, like I was asked to do. So I shake hands with this creep. I didn't know they were a creep at the time. A word for all the creepers out there: if you come to my door
With my empty glass.
I will greet
You are-
you with a bullet.
gun. Wait, you have a gun now?
Oh, I've been having a gun. I'm in Texas.
Oh, Ivory, what?
I
Where's
will-
your gun?
If you come to my door, I'll greet you with a bullet, creepers.
Wait,
and-
Ivory, you have a gun?
Yes.
Where's it
It's
at?
a pink gun given to me by my dad. And I've been going to the shooting range, and I will greet any creeper with a bullet. If you really
I will
want to be a
greet-
creep, come to my door. I've got a bullet for you. So get this. I looked it up, and here it is. Why serial killers are drawn to politics.
Oh, wow.
Turns out, I guess Ted Bundy is also from Washington State
Oh, I
and
cannot.
was in Republican politics. So there's a trend in Washington State with Republican politics. So anyway, so my point of contact lady with the Republican Party of
What did she say
Washington,
she's going to do?
she was like, I'm going to reach out to this guy and tell him to leave you alone. Well, the creep ends up just like descending on her himself. And like,
Wait,
he
what
just,
do you
like,
mean?
blew up her phone line, her Facebook messages from every direction, just like, and so
What?
she had to block him. So I've blocked the creep, she's blocked, but this is like a lunatic who's
Why
like,
don't you
probably
blast him?
schizophrenic.
Oh, wait, Ivory, I don't understand. Why don't you blast him?
Because narcissists love that.
No.
What you do not want to do is excite narcissists by actually naming them.
Oh, perfect. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, creeper. We don't like you. See, this is what Republican. Ugh. Go. You're making the Republican Party look bad. Goodbye.
I know.
Goodbye.
I know.
Go. We don't want you.
Get
You're
out.
creepy and you're nasty. Get out
Yeah.
of here. And is this an old man?
Yeah.
Ugh, so
Anyway, in actual real life dating news, I went on a date with someone my own age last night.
Oh wait, what? When?
Yeah, girl. He's a Libra Pisces, so that's a great sign. Dating advice.
Oh my god, dating is crazy. It is wild out here. First date advice. Easy breezy cover girl. You don't need to talk about politics, your mom, your dad.
Oh, you just went on a crazy date with someone who was too obsessed with politics, right?
Yes.
So that was my thing. I am so sick of talking politics when I go on dates. Like, once you know each other better, that's great. But I was like, and my job has to do with a lot of political issues that I cover in the news. So I was like, please, can we not talk about what I do for a living? And when this guy tried to add me on Instagram, I was like, oh Lord. He was like, what's your Instagram? I was like, what Instagram should I give him? I'll give him my music page. He'll think I only do music. He doesn't need to know I do news. And so that's what he thought for a while. But then like his phone, he had my phone number and it suggested my news page or something. And I was like, darn it. He figured out I do news.
I'm going to give advice to men out there that are going on dates with women. I think that just get to know her on just a personal level. Don't
Mhm.
talk too much about like, and if you don't like her, if you think she's fat, whatever, just don't say that to a girl. Like if you think a girl is fat, just don't say that and keep it light. I feel like dating this nowadays is just so hard because everybody just want to impress, and they just want to make sure that they tell you about like too much about themselves. But I feel like the less you say, the better.
Yeah.
The
That
less
was
you
my
say,
whole
the
s-
better.
That
You
was
just
my whole
gotta.
strategy. Like, I was like, nope. Okay, I'm not going to talk about my work. And there would be all these things that would come up where, triggers to start talking about the topic and how it relates to you. And I was like, nope, I'm not going to talk about, like this current event. Oh yeah, I just covered that. No, I'm not going to say that I covered that or I interviewed someone.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
because
talk about work. Money. Oh, I'm
sure.
not going to talk about the money that I
Yeah.
make, the investments I'm making. Nope.
Yeah.
I don't invest any money. I don't make.
I don't make money. I'm just here. Like
I'm just
I don't
a little
understand.
girl.
Right. I don't understand why everybody wants to like impress people. I'm ready for my husband and be off the market. Like I got a ring. But you know what? That doesn't even make people not cheat or not hit on you.
Yeah, they
That's
say
another
that
thing too.
When you're married, like even more people hit on you.
It's just so
That
crazy.
happened to my mom a lot. Like she would post
Really?
she would post all these pics with my dad, and these guys would still like come after her in the DMs, and she's like, "Hello."
I am married.
Yeah, so sometimes when you're taken, you just seem more attractive to others. Like, oh, she's in demand, so that's kind of an issue. And it's really funny. Like one of my girls was saying, like, oh, since I'm single, I'm never going to post pictures with guys on Instagram.
Oh, I'm never doing that.
Because that would deter a real prospect coming along. And I said, I disagree. If you post a picture with a guy, you're going to appear more attractive to other guys.
No,
So
I
she
am
ends up,
never posting.
She goes to Florida and catches up with her old guy friend, posts an Insta story with him. It looks like a relationship pic. And she's like, oh no, people are going to think we're dating. I was like, who cares? Sure enough, her DMs get flooded with all these guys who are into her because they saw her with another guy. Like, oh
So
no,
men
is
are
it too late
jealous
for
now.
me? Is it too late? Oh wait, are you still single?
Well, for me, it's just like I don't want to post a picture of any guy unless we're married. On my page, no. Because I feel like you don't deserve that. I want to keep my personal life very private. And
I enjoy being super public.
yeah.
Some people don't even want to share, with anyone that they're even getting married.
Yeah, I don't want to do that either.
You want to just keep the fact that you're getting married quiet.
Yeah, to just my friends. I don't want to put it on social media. No, I don't ever want to do that anymore. I feel like it's bullshit.
Mm-hmm. In other news, check this out. Crypto millionaires are pouring money into Central America to build their own cities.
Okay, so listen to this. I have heard this craziest thing that cryptocurrency, like crypto, is ran by Putin. No, like this is what I heard seriously.
Well, I think that
Is that true?
the different governments are trying to create their own crypto.
Really?
So Bitcoin, the original crypto, is a completely unregulated cryptocurrency. The creator of Bitcoin made it so that not even he could manipulate that currency. And so the issue with these fiat currencies like the US dollar is that the central banks, the Federal Reserve Bank, it can print as many US dollars as it wants. So the Fed can literally manipulate the value of the dollar artificially.
Oh, wow.
Which screws up the whole free market. But with crypto, that cannot happen, especially with the Bitcoin. So the concern is that now the government, if crypto is becoming more popular, governments can put out their own cryptocurrency and make it look like it's similar to Bitcoin, but actually, since they created it, they can manipulate it. So Bitcoin is like really like the main amazing currency that we might be able to rely on to protect our money. And it has grown immensely in value over the past few years. And some of these crypto millionaires who cashed in early on have they're so rich now that they are building their own cities
in South America.
To be so rich that you're building an entire city.
I would love to be that rich.
That's insane. I talked on the phone with one of these crypto millionaires this morning. I'm working on a
Oh,
story.
shit. Sorry
I'm working on a story
about this.
about these crypto millionaires.
So how
and
did they get
strange
so
things.
rich though?
Well, if you buy, like, he allegedly bought crypto when it was 30 cents. It was worth one Bitcoin was worth 30 cents of a US dollar. Now one Bitcoin is worth like 44,000 US dollars.
Mhm.
So that is an insanely exponential increase.
Yeah.
So depending on how much you bought, if you just held it, and that's over like a decade's time. It grew
Wow.
in value in 1 decade that much, from
Wow.
being worth 30 cents to being worth $44,000. So if you just bought and hold during that time, you'd become a billionaire doing nothing. And for some people, that actually happened to them. And mysterious things have happened to some of these crypto million and billionaires. There was this one woman, she was like 28 years old, just filthy rich off Bitcoin because she had gotten in early.
Mhm.
And I guess the more people who buy Bitcoin, the higher its value goes, because it's so limited. And so she was so filthy rich, and she realized that the power of cryptocurrency to free the world. And she was going around speaking about how we could liberate and empower people through cryptocurrency, and we don't need government anymore. And like, ooh, she was talking dangerous. Government's like, you don't need us.
Oh, and what happened to her?
And then she mysteriously died.
They killed her.
And she's from here in Houston, in the suburb of Spring. So I said, hey, we should cover this on Fox
Oh, of course, Susan said
and
no.
Fox. And they're like, no. And so that's why when I called out Fox's corruption, one of the big headlines that Bitcoin was part of the censorship of Fox, it's due to that one story that I was pitching. But my other colleagues were pitching Bitcoin stories, and Fox was shutting down all the Bitcoin stories. And then,
wow, that's so crazy.
so this other guy, this other crypto, he was around the same age, like super young guy, super duper rich. And he had figured out how to trade Bitcoin to become very wealthy. And one day, the Secret Service comes to his door and throws him in jail.
Why?
They said that he was defrauding people. He was helping other people invest. And they just said that he defrauded people. He was allegedly, these people had handed him their money and said, trade my money. I want to
That
go.
is so crazy how the Fed can just do that to people.
Yeah. So I'm investigating just how valid these charges are against this young man who's still sitting in jail today. He called me from jail. I'm going to do a story on him.
He's called you from jail?
Yeah. I am going to do a story. He is a crypto tycoon. And the word from Secret Service is that he was defrauding the people who he was helping to grow their money. And so the concern, when you're helping other people grow their money, you have to be properly licensed yourself. Otherwise, the feds can come get you for some little
Bullshit.
reason. Yeah. So, and it could be that the government wants to regulate Bitcoin. They want to get it under their control so that, so they want to control the world, right? So, like, to see a guy in crypto is the wild west of money right now. So to see a guy just killing it on his own.
I mean, 28 years old. Hello.
Yeah. So now he turned 30 in jail because I think he was arrested in 20.
I bet you was gonna have I bet you he was one of those YouTuber.
No, he was I think he was just such a, when you're actually like a billionaire off of crypto.
Oh, he's a billionaire?
Like, you don't mess with YouTube. I don't think he was messing with YouTube.
He's a billionaire?
Yeah.
Wow. At 28?
That's what I'm gathering. But here's the thing: the Secret Service is saying, no, you're not. The Department of Justice saying you lied to people, you took their money and you squandered it, and so they throw him in jail. It's like, dude, if you give me access to a computer, I can show you all my money. And they're like, we're not giving you access to a computer. One, it's COVID. Two, criminals can't be on computers. And so it's like, okay, so you won't let me prove to you that I can cash these people out and refund them. So that's what he's telling me. This is the scenario that he's been in, between this rock and a hard place, to be like, dude, let me prove to you that my portfolio really is this big and I can easily cash these people out. But I was working on growing their money when you freaking threw me in jail.
So sad.
That's his side of the story. And the DOJ side of the story, I guess, is that he just took their money and ran. But yeah, there's, owning a private jet in your 20s and just living the high life. That's what he was doing. Now he's rotting in jail. Anyway, we're going to get to the bottom of what's really going on. But the federal government and the governments of the world do not like Bitcoin at all, because you can't control it. And so that's why China has done things to try to keep its people from having Bitcoin. So it's interesting times.
Interesting times.
Do you have any crypto?
I don't know anything about crypto.
Girl, you got to get into it. My last
I know.
boyfriend got me into it.
I know, you keep telling me that.
Get this. So yeah, my last boyfriend, he was like, one of the first conversations we'd had was about crypto. And he was like, you should just try it. Just buy a little bit. I was like, I literally just texted him one day, like, hey, I just bought $200 of Bitcoin. He's like, you should have told me first. Okay, this is what to do. He's like, get some Ethereum too. So I bought some Ethereum. He's like, I don't know what that is, but okay, I'll buy like $200 of Ethereum. So I check my Ethereum account like 2 days later, and it's like $400. And I was like,
Oh, yes.
I was like, my Ethereum just doubled in value. Why didn't I buy more? And so I immediately bought more. And that was November of 2020. Ethereum has shot up since then, girl.
No way.
I am in the black.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going up. It's wonderful. Even though, so crypto kind of had a peak a few months ago and crashed.
I know. Why does it always do that?
But
it always like peak and then it crashed. She has a peaking season.
so
and then it
I
crashed.
got in down here and it went up and then crashed. But
Mhm.
dude, I'm still sitting up here. I got
That's
in
good.
right here. So I'm like, dude, I'm good. I was like, I'm gonna keep holding in. But if you guys want to get in right now,
But
I'm no expert, but it is in a dip. And they say buy the dip.
Oh, so do you think crypto is ever gonna like regulate, like it's ever gonna be like a currency that we can go and buy whatever with?
Yeah, more and more places are accepting crypto
I know.
for purchases. It was a big new thing when PayPal like a year ago said that they
I hate
would allow you to buy and sell things with Bitcoin.
I can't stand
on
PayPal.
Why did you get defrauded on there?
No, I got frauded on there so many times. Yeah.
What the heck?
I got
How?
I don't know how. I think it's because so when brands pay me, sometimes they would pay me through PayPal,
Who?
like brand. Like
Oh,
brands.
a brand. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're an influencer.
Right. So last time I got frauded was like $1,500. And I was like,
Wow.
fuck you, PayPal.
That's
That was
that's
that was after they frauded me for like 900. Like it was like every 2 weeks for like
What the
a month. And I
heck?
was like, I just closed my account.
Oh my
Yeah, I don't
word,
like-
girl.
And then one thing that I didn't know that PayPal was actually owned by Elon Musk. I was like, wow, he should
Oh.
have kept PayPal.
I didn't.
Mhm.
He should have kept it.
Yeah, he
So
sold it. Yeah, it's
and
not,
now it's
but-
corrupted.
yeah, it's
and it's
super corrupted.
defrauding
Yes, super. It's like it's one of those like money apps that you don't want to use all the time at all.
Well, I haven't had any problems with PayPal so far.
But do you
and
have PayPal business or PayPal individual? Is yours
I
just
have both. So my
Okay, well-
independent journalism business link is down below if you guys want to donate to my independent journalism PayPal.
Well, so I used to have also a business PayPal. I closed that. I was like, "Fuck you." After like creepers will steal like $1,500. You want me to pay
What
for
the
it?
heck?
No,
I
I'm
had
good.
no idea that you could steal someone else's money. on
Oh,
PayPal.
absolutely. All they need is just your username and password. And you know how they can get your new username and password? By your email. You know how they can get it by your email? By just going through your phone.
Going
By
through my phone?
hacking your
Nobody
phone. They can just hack your. They can just. They're
Well,
hackers.
My phone's unhackable.
Well, okay, I agree. They're just hackers. That's what they do. They've hacked my PayPal like literally 5 times. And I was like, I am done with you. And now when brands are like, do you have PayPal? No. ACH, please. Thank you.
A direct deposit.
Yeah,
in the
or
bank.
ACH, or they can just pay with QuickBooks. Or they can just pay with their credit card in my account.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't do PayPal. Fuck PayPal.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm. So you need to also have protection on your PayPal. Don't always keep like your credit card on there all the time. On link it. Always change your password like every like month or 6 weeks. You want to just change your password because I've had the same password I think for like 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So then the lady was like, "Yeah, you
I
want to
hate
change
changing my password.
Me too. I think it's so lame.
Like
but
when you have one, you really like.
I know I have like 10 of them that are the ones that I use.
Just add like a number after.
I do. It's like 1, 2, and 3 with exclamation marks.
Okay, we just there you go, hackers. We gave it away.
No.
You know just what to do now.
No.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's crazy. PayPal is fraud.
Well, everybody, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Drop your favorite dating tips because we gave you ours to keep it easy, breezy, and light.
Easy breezy cover
Do
girl.
not, do not get too heavy into politics and stuff.
Yeah, and like weight or
And-
like your belief or your religion.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just-
religious stuff and all that. Just keep it kind
Nah,
of light
first
and
date.
fun at first, and then attack them with the heavy stuff later. Just kidding.
So Jen always say after the 3rd date. That's when
This
you
is
can
our
talk.
dating coach. We
I
have a
know.
dating coach,
Hey Jen.
Jennifer Champion.
Date
Okay, what does
shape.
she say?
Easy breezy, honey. You need to crawl before you walk. She's like, you girls want like rich. It's all about value and connection. It's value. Do you have the chemistry,
Mhm.
honey? Do you have what do you like? What do you feel? What are your value? Rich is good, but it needs to be value and chemistry. If you don't have that, nothing is gonna happen. I'm like, Jen,
Right.
nobody wants a broke man.
So money is a big thing to you.
Well, for me, not really. I just I don't need you to be like rich, but you have to be responsible with your funds because I am not that responsible.
I just want someone who's driven and
Yeah.
ambitious and passionate about something. I don't.
Well,
Again, they don't have to be rich.
Okay, so
They just have to
driven.
be-
I don't want you to be driven and still struggle.
But there's something about a powerful man that's
Hello.
really attractive, and with money comes power. So I think that's why a lot of girls are attracted to wealth, because girls feel girlier when they're taken care of. And
Yes,
a
but
man who
also you
take
can be
care of them.
a Johnny Depp. Hello, he's a very powerful man with
He's
a lot.
rich and he's
300 million
and
exactly. Then you want to be with them? Nah. So for me, it's not
Exactly.
really money. It's really like connect, like what Jen say, value and chemistry. Because if you have the same value and you guys connect, so if we connect, right, that
Yeah.
means we're on the same page. So that means you check all of those boxes. And if we have the same value, that's even better.
yeah,
Because I'm not gonna have a connection with you if you're asking me for $50 or you're telling me to pay on the first date.
yeah.
Nah, that ain't cool.
Don't tell a girl to pay on the first date. Here's the thing. Here's
That
the game.
just
Here's
like
the game.
checks everything. It's like you are. It's not even you're broke. You're at that time. A girl think that you're struggling.
And if you're struggling, you're just
We don't
you're
wanna be
losing
with
your
you.
manhood.
I know.
That's just the truth.
I
So
don't wanna be with you.
a girl, here's how it's supposed to go. Sadly, this is the game. Okay. When the check comes, the girl should offer to pay.
Of course, and then you
And the
have to
guy
be like,
should
oh
say
no,
no."
thank you. Let me take that order for you. Don't ever pay when you're on a date with me, honey. No, I'm a man. I always pay. Oh, you want me to tip? What about if I just tip? No. Just keep that, honey. Just keep that, sweetheart. That's what you need to say. Now, oh yeah, let's split this check.
And so that's what happened last night on my date. I was like, I was like, shall we split it? And he was like, why would we do that? You told me it's a date, right? I was like- I
Yes,
was like,
point to that.
I was like, it is a date. Oh, thank you. And he
If
was
he
like-
makes you pay, he is a broke ass nigga.
So
And you don't want to be with them. Either he thinks that y'all gonna be friends, or he's broke, or he is no. That's it.
and then we ran into Dan Crenshaw and his wife.
Stop. How was that?
It was good.
Is he been listening to Truth Bomb?
I don't know, but his wife Tara ran up and gave me a hug and was like, "Oh my gosh, you're killing it, Ivory!" And I was
Okay, so where did y'all go?
like, well, we started out at this Mexican restaurant, then we went to Houston Beer Garden. What? Houston Beer Garden. It was
I know.
nice.
I know. It's. I know it's nice.
They had they had little fireplaces in the picture, so I was like, "Ooh, I love fireplaces." And then when we showed up, there were no fires, and I was like, "It's cold." But anyway,
So you're going on a second date with your
Yes.
boo? Oh, when are y'all going?
Probably Saturday,
Next Saturday or tomorrow?
tomorrow.
Oh wait, you invited him to Oklahoma?
No.
Wait, you coming back?
hmm
Oh God,
I gotta come back in time for a date.
Oh, so you're coming back just because of the
No,
date?
I'm just kidding. No, I'm already coming back. But
Oh, so you guys
Yeah,
going on a
so-
date? When am I getting to
We'll
meet
see.
this guy?
maybe.
Okay, so
well,
the
come
the,
out.
the fifth date, I need to meet him.
Oh, the fifth day.
Yeah.
So
because-
our dating coach says that date number 2 should be something active,
yeah.
like go roller skating or
what
something.
are y'all gonna do? You should go work out with him.
Oh yeah, hit the gym.
Yes, that would be fun. And you can see first, does he know how to work out?
Yeah.
Is he getting tired? That means he's a smoker. Girl, you would know everything.
I can't be with a smoker. He
I-
said he doesn't like smoking.
Oh,
But
then
you never know.
take his ass to the gym, girl,
But you
and
never
just do
know.
like a little drill, 5-minute drill. Let's see if he can. Let me just go get some water.
He needs to have stamina.
Yes, girl. Exactly. Take him to the gym, and then the third date is you guys can go like to a movie.
A movie.
And then Jen says that you have to get physical after the third date. That's what she always says.
Wait until after the third date.
Yeah, she's
to
like,
do
you know,
anything physical.
After the third day, you know if it's connection or you don't. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm learning, honey.
totally. No, there's this one guy I met this guy who was perfect on paper, everything I wanted on paper.
Oh, those
we
never
go
work.
we go on 3 dates, and third date he's like trying to kiss me like multiple times a night. And he's like, and I was like, and I was like, well, darn, I just don't want to kiss this guy.
Dating sucks, bro.
And I was like, and
Dating
and so
sucks.
he
Either-
he texted me afterwards like, hey, do you want to go on a running date in the park?
Ew.
And I was like,
No.
I was like, well, I just don't feel like we have anything.
oh, you
And
actually
he
told
was
him?
like- and he was literally like, well, yeah, I didn't feel anything either, but I was hoping maybe something could happen.
No, I'm good.
It's like if you don't have chemistry, you can't force it.
And then the thing about nowadays dating is like most of the people that are available are either like way older, like in their 50s, and then you're like, oh, God, or the younger guys are just like the good guys are just taken. Like the younger guys, either they're too nerdy, they're too weird. I'm like, nah. Either they're too much of a
Have you ever
whore.
had a situation where a guy becomes taken? You see him in pictures with a girl, and you're like, wow, he is a catch after all. Why didn't I see that?
All the time.
Exactly. Well, that's what we were just talking about, the reverse with girls.
Yes.
If you take a pic with a boy, you will appear more attractive too.
So that was like this guy that I used to date a long time ago, but then I thought he was like a whore, but then now he's like a whole family man, and I'm like, damn.
Like, why did I turn that?
Yeah, why was that like immature? And then there's another guy that I was actually thinking about the other day. I was like, whoa, it's so weird that he's married now. I never thought this guy was going to be married with a kid,
Wow.
but I didn't
And
find
it's
him
like, wow,
attractive.
he's way
but
more mature than I thought.
exactly.
Yeah. So, just see what's in front of you now before it's gone.
Well, girl,
And I've got someone in front of me. We'll see if it works out.
is he
I'm
cute?
saying yes.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Yep.
6-pack. Drive a nice car.
I haven't seen
What does
every
he do
show.
for a living? Me,
Well,
Ivory.
we'll get into that later.
I seen Ivory
be
everything.
continued.
To be continued with Ivory
You guys
dating life.
have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you on the next Truth Bombs.